So what started out as this was meant to be Anne's granny blanket. I've literally lost my plot because this video, this series, was meant to be a short, probably 3-video series on how to make Anne's granny blanket. All because I decided I wanted to give you options for the granny square section in the middle. Did this whole thing evolve? How does that happen? I don't know if it's a silly Jilly thing or if other people do it as well, but you know what? I ran with it and I totally and absolutely enjoyed it. And I hope you did too. I hope that you find that there's lots of help and instruction there to create your own blanket. I just can't believe I've done that. So now we're pushed further back in time and poor old Anne's blanket will happen. It will happen. But I'll have to reassess what I need to do next now that the cold weather has finally arrived. Oh my goodness, you guys. You cracked me up. I cracked myself up. I just think it's funny because we've all gone on the journey together, haven't we? And not a single person said, hey, what about Anne's blanket? We will get that done. Now that we're at the end of our Granny Squares Galore series, it does not mean that the fun stops here, because I'm about to show you how to create this gorgeous blanket. Boy oh boy, it's a dismal day here, so I hope that you can still see me because I can't use the light. It looks dreadful. So here we go. Now Myra is one of our friends of the channel and she created the most beautiful pink blanket from the squares that we used during our series. She has so kindly allowed me to take you through how she created her blanket so that you can make one of your own. I just want to let you know that you will find how to make the squares, how to join them, how to do the bordering and the edging, all in my playlist under Granny Squares Galore, or you can just scroll back on your videos. One of our ladies said, if that blanket was cake, she'd eat it. And I could not agree more wholeheartedly. I love cake. Now firstly, let's start with the colours that Myra has used. I just need to read these so I don't forget any. She used cream, a light pink, a medium pink, a hot pink, and a really bright coral colour, I think. Then for the pansy square, she used a little bit of yellow and sage green. Now, I don't know what brand yarn Myra has used, and I also don't know its weight either. So the statistics that I'm going to tell you a bit further on are based on a double knit yarn. To me, it looks like Myra has used a worsted weight. So whatever I tell you, if you're using a worsted weight, you can expect that your blanket will be a bit bigger than as I explain. Myra's blanket is 3 granny squares by 5, so 15 granny squares altogether. Myra made 8 traditional granny squares, each with 5 rounds. So she did 4 that were 4 rounds of light pink and the 5th round in her medium pink. And then the other 4 she did were like a fade, fading from the most concentrated colour out to the least. She's used 4 of these. They are the cluster daisy square, 1 pansy square, 1 sunburst square, and there is 1 spare square that I can't figure out what it is. So you can just do whatever you like. And you know what? You can do whatever you like with the amount of the different squares that you use. You could use every square that we created. in this blanket. Now, after she had completed her squares, around every single square, she did a round of, I think it's single crochet, and then I think it's a back post double crochet. So that means her traditional squares would have been 7 rounds in all. Other squares are a bit different, and you will just have to try and play that one by ear. Make up your traditional squares first so you've got the right size, and then when making these flower ones, place them on top of your traditional square to see just how many rounds you need to do. Then she joined them up with the mattress stitch. I'll show you that one here. Never did I know that I enjoyed the mattress stitch so much as I did. So I'm going to be using that one again one day. I really liked it. Now, after the granny squares are joined, Myra did something really gorgeous. She did 6 rounds of what's called the camel stitch, and it looks so effective. I show you how to do this stitch in a video called, hang on a tick, what's it called? Lots of crochet borders, of course it is. So you will find the camel stitch in that video. When Myra did her camel stitch, she only needed to use 1/2 double crochet, chain 1, and 1/2 double crochet in the corner. Now that could be because she's using a thicker weight yarn than I do. I use a DK here in Australia because I live in a subtropical environment, and it doesn't get as cold as where many of you live in the Northern Hemisphere. So I often see that your work is made from a worsted, and I completely understand. So you still may only need 1/2 double crochet, chain 1, 1/2 double crochet if you're using thicker yarn. After the camel stitch, Myra did a round of double crochets. Then she got onto the moss stitch or linen stitch, and she did 11 rounds of that. Now I also show you how to do that one in the next video about crochet edgings. I'll pop that one up here too. Remember, you will find all of these if you scroll down below from this video, or if you go over to my playlist and look for Granny Squares Galore. Now, when you're using your moss stitch, it's advisable to increase the size of your hook because it can very quickly become too tight. And then having it on the edge of your blanket, you'll notice that your blanket will buckle. And it's actually too tight to block out. I've had this experience before. So darn it, I forgot to mention that. How could I possibly forget to mention that most important factor? That's really remiss of me, and I'm so cranky that I didn't remember to say. Increase the size of your hook at least 1/2 when doing your moss stitch, because it does tighten up. I did up a rough estimate of its size. That's if it's in a DK yarn. So her 3 squares by 5, making 15, works out to be, this is including the border and the edge, 53 centimetres across and 81 centimetres down. It is the perfect size for a cot blanket. It is the perfect look for a cot blanket as well. What little girl would not love that blanket? So my friends, that is it. Jot down every little point that I have said and the information to go with that, and just work your way through slowly and steadily, and just enjoy. Enjoy this blanket. I really love you guys. You're just so much fun to be with. I'm looking forward to doing the next chinwag video so we can just catch up on things. It's actually been far too long. I'm missing you. It might sound crazy, but I am. I look forward to getting on and having a chat, and then you chat back to me in the comments, and that's a wonderful thing. Happy crocheting, everyone. I hope to see lots of these little blankets in our community feed. I'll look forward to that one too. All right, everyone, I'll head off. edit this video so I can get out to you, so I can have a chat. I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now. Bye. You can really sit back and enjoy making this video because you've seen what it looks like. So use her inspiration to fire yourself up and create one of your own. This was meant to be Anne's granny blanket. I've literally lost my plot.